K-dramas set in schools have been a popular genre for many years, but now, after many disappointments and controversies, no one wants to really watch them anymore. The real reason why is actually pretty disturbing, and in this video sponsored by Surfshark VPN, we'll tell you why. The high school setting is very common in Korean dramas, and themes that are typically addressed in these shows are romance and rivalries between teenagers, but also more serious topics such as harassment and class divisions. Many of us are attracted to this kind of drama because as we grow older, we feel nostalgic of our school years. This is the time when most people have their first love and heartbreak, and we can all relate to the characters in these dramas, so many want to look back at those times while also having some fun watching an interesting story. However, in the past few years, school dramas have been packed with disturbing content, to the point that many feel like this genre has been turned into a pit for awful and unnecessary scenes that have almost nothing to do with the school environment. The topic of harassment and mistreatment is now present in basically every school drama, and lately this genre has received some mixed reactions. While it has seen a few successes, numerous school dramas have instead failed to address serious topics while also feeling original. One of the dramas that suffered from this problem is Class of Lies, a 2019 series that focuses on a teacher who tries to protect the most vulnerable students from being mistreated by their classmates. This seems like an interesting premise that changes the point of view of typical school dramas, but it features characters that we've seen so many times, such as the privileged brats who do whatever they want. In the end, the story felt rushed and lacked closure, and many viewers were left disappointed. True Beauty is another disappointing school drama with a similar theme, as once again harassment is one of the main topics. The series follows the story of a high school student who is mistreated by other people who consider her ugly. Worried about her appearance, she becomes obsessed with makeup and ends up living a romance with her classmates without revealing her bare face. The series wasn't well received in Korea because it simply didn't reach the expectations. Things went much better for Weak Hero Class 1, a series which focuses on a smart but physically weak student who fights against the people in his school who mistreat others. While the main theme of the series is still school violence, at least this drama adds something fresh, as it focuses more on friendship rather than conflict. The series has been applauded for its more realistic portrayal of harassment in Korean schools, and many also praise the acting of the leads and the action scenes. However, the success of Weak Hero Class 1 seems like an outlier, as most school dramas about harassment have instead failed to cover this theme tastefully. One of the most notable examples is Bitch and Rich, which aired last year. This series features Red Velvet's Yeri as Baekjena, the heir of a rich conglomerate and the meanest girl of an elite high school. Her undisputed role as Queen of the Institute is challenged by Kim Hye-in, a new student who grew up in poverty and is offered a scholarship in exchange for her silence on a crime she witnessed. The drama is a typical story of a poor student that faces an entitled rich brat that mistreats others. While it tries to stand out by including some elements of mystery, the series still fails to impress. According to some viewers, the story felt unbelievable and the ending was rushed, unsatisfying, and even frustrating. A recent series that basically follows the same story, but with a different twist, is Pyramid Game. The plot point that makes this drama stand out is that the students participate in a game in which they vote for each other in popularity polls, and who falls to the lowest rank is mistreated by the other classmates. A girl soon becomes a victim of this system and aims to abolish the game by trying to convince the other students to topple the rule of a ruthless girl. While the series got really popular and was without a doubt a success, it also caused quite a lot of real-life issues because it's another case of a school drama based on students mistreating each other. The entire story is heavily focused on harassment and shows some disturbing scenes of violence and inappropriate actions. This has sparked some controversy, as many viewers expressed concern that a few students might try to replicate some of these shocking moments in real life. In fact, multiple schools in South Korea have issued guidance letters to parents addressing their concerns on the influence that this drama might have on younger students. The letter asked parents to pay close attention to their kids so that more vulnerable students don't become targets of harassment disguised as games. As you might know from our videos, we've been relying on Surfshark VPN, today's video sponsor, for several months now, and it completely changed the way we watch K-dramas. Surfshark allows us to change our IP address to any location in the world, making it possible for us to access all the dramas that aren't available in our region on Netflix and other streaming platforms. And yes, subtitles are still available if you switch to a different location on Netflix, so you don't need to worry about that. Since we're based in Europe, This has been a literal lifesaver and helped us in so many ways. Before we were using Surfshark, we had no other option but to wait for new episodes to be available in our region. With Surfshark, this is a story of the past. Additionally to all the new content that you can access, Surfshark keeps you safe when using public Wi-Fi in open spaces such as cafes and airports. Thanks to VPN, it encrypts your online data and keeps your internet identity safe. To get Surfshark, simply use the coupon code MISSK for an extra 4 months free at surfshark.deals/MISSK or scan our QR code for easy access. Hierarchy is another series that has sparked a lot of controversy and concerns, and it has been criticized for going too far. The drama follows once again basically the same story, with a prestigious school filled with the rich and entitled kids of the elite of Korean society. At one point, a new student joins the school and aims to disrupt the system. If this sounds too familiar, it's because it's again the same story as Bitchin' Rich, Pyramid Game, and countless other dramas. For this reason, there were some concerns about this series even before it started to air, and as soon as the plot of Hierarchy was revealed, it was compared to Pyramid Game. The director of the series has commented about these concerns, saying that the two dramas are very different, and adding, while Pyramid Game deals with the struggles of exerting violence, Hierarchy should be viewed through the emotional fluctuations and growth of the characters. While the two dramas indeed follow a similar theme, the twist in Hierarchy doesn't come from some interesting plot point or character, but from the inclusion of many disturbing scenes that have caused a lot of discomfort for viewers. Even before airing, many speculated that the drama might have disturbing scenes, and netizens theorized that the series would be closer to inappropriate Western teen dramas, such as Euphoria, rather than the more moderate Korean ones. Many expressed their concerns by saying that such an extreme twist is against the traditional norms and customs of Korean society, and that this kind of content isn't even needed, especially in a drama set in a high school. As many suspected, the series includes some very inappropriate scenes, including a controversial moment in which an underage student is seen in bed with a woman that later turns out to be his teacher. This has obviously sparked a ton of controversy, and many called the script of the series offensive. Despite the backlash, the director of the drama defended the choice to include inappropriate moments, arguing that this was the harsh reality of Korean schools, and even said that not enough dramas cover these topics. But this is where the opinions differ, as most people feel like enough dramas cover these disturbing topics, and simply not every drama needs to be about violence. Another aspect of the drama that has been harshly criticized is the obvious similarities between Hierarchy and the Spanish teen drama Elite. The choice of ripping off a popular series is already questionable, but it gets even more baffling when you consider that Elite has gotten worse with every new season. Despite the best intentions of the production team and the cast, the provocative themes of the Spanish series didn't translate well in a Korean setting, and Hierarchy doesn't offer anything new. The series only sparked even more concerns about the influence of this disturbing content on young students, as some might emulate the inappropriate behavior depicted in the drama. These concerns are understandable, since school violence is a real problem in South Korea, and it's getting worse. In the past few years, there has been a surge in cases of harassment in Korean schools, and the mistreatment methods have gotten more and more disturbing, despite the efforts of the local government. This has also been reflected in K-dramas, as several series started to include disturbing scenes that many found too extreme. This happens in The Glory, which isn't set primarily in a school but still deals with the results of torment the main character received in the past. While the drama is highly unsettling, the important difference here is that it's loosely based on true events. Many are now worried about how school dramas have slowly turned from innocent romance to depicting too much disturbing content that goes even beyond simple mistreatment between students. Some are also concerned about how sometimes romance and violence become linked together in these dramas, which might lead to romanticizing and glorifying inappropriate behavior. While it's good to shine a light on a very important and common problem, not every school drama has to focus on mistreatment, and seeing a series that doesn't include this topic is a breath of fresh air at this point. One of the few school dramas that feel more original for not talking about these themes is Twinkling Watermelon. This series talks about a high school student who was raised by deaf parents and has a passion for music. After an argument with his father, he goes back in time and meets his parents when they were younger, so he tries to make their lives better using music. Many viewers praised the lovable characters and endearing relationships in this drama and how the story makes you care about them. Some called it an underrated gem, and its popularity only increased with each new episode. The drama showed how it's perfectly possible to make a series set in a school that doesn't focus on harassment and doesn't include disturbing scenes. Make sure to check out the link for Surfshark VPN in the description and use our code MISSK to get extra 4 months free.